Introduction.
Hi, my name is Ellie Smart.
And I'm Owen Weymouth.
And we're professional cliff divers. Time for an epic cliff diving adventure with the cliff diving couple.
Episode 2, brought to you by us two.
You just saw us explore Maui a little bit, some waterfalls, a bridge, but now it is time to dive into the history of cliff diving.
And there's no better place to start than this small beach on the east side of the island where every single night they host a cliff diving honorary ceremony. So they have a local guy, and every single evening at around 6 p.m. he dresses up in the traditional warrior outfit. And it's actually worshipping the god of the sunset and thankful for day and night. So he does that. It's a small little ceremony, and then he lights the torches along the cliff and jumps off head first, and everybody on the beach gets to see this really cool dive every evening.
First of all, we watched the ceremony and we were very grateful for the experience, and then we wanted to also go experience the jump for ourselves. Let's go! It was a smaller jump. I'd say it was around 6 meters,
Yeah.
6-7 meters. And so we walked over, we climbed on the rocks, and we did a few different things. We jumped off probably like 20 times. It was a lot.
So our last day in Hawaii, we just had to make it over to Lanai, because Lanai really is that location that we get told about. It's in the history books. This is where cliff diving was first ever documented.
Like, it started as just this act of bravery that his warriors would do, and it turned into a sport where people literally were jumping off this cliff and trying not to make a splash. And that has led to what today is known as the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series, and what we do, where we flip and we twist and we try to land with no splash and do a perfect dive. So, you know, without the history here in Hawaii at this specific spot, we wouldn't be doing what we're doing today.
And not only was the legend of Kahekili diving there, you know, I think, you know, before the Red Bull Cliff Diving World Series, when Red Bull Cliff Diving was in its really, really early days, you know, we had the legends of our modern sport competing out there in the World Championships, you know, the Orlandos, Joey Zuba, Steve Black, you know, the pioneers of the modern sport, you know, they went out there 22 years ago with Red Bull Cliff Diving to do a competition. And we had a couple of friends who were kind enough to take us out on their boat. And honestly, we came across the most magical ocean wildlife you can imagine. 10 minutes into this boat ride, and we have to stop. And we asked them, you know, why are we stopping? And you know, she said to us, look in the distance. And there was this pod of 3 or 4 humpback whales. It's the end of the mating season, and we had this big mummy whale jumping out the water, and all the little babies following afterwards. It's like, oh my god, this is so special. We are in the middle of the Pacific Ocean, literally, and this is just as raw of nature as you can get.
Oh my god, that's so good.
As we continued on, we came across this this area of like 200, 300, 400 dolphins. Like, there was so many dolphins, and it was so cute.
we found the famous spot. So I'm gonna go in there. It looks absolutely beautiful. It looks like there's a bit of a gap as well. I'm gonna have to jump out a little bit further than we thought we did, but you know, we love a good challenge as us cliff divers, and we're just feeling overwhelmingly blessed to come to the birthplace of documented cliff diving. So right up where the sun is coming through the rocks up there, that's our takeoff point. So I'm right underneath now, and I'm going to go down and see if we've got some good water depth.
Once we got up there, it was really just the most incredible feeling. Like I couldn't believe we were there, and I was like personally super overwhelmed with emotions. Some people call me a crybaby, but it was so special. Like it's one of those moments like that you don't forget.
This cliff almost looks like it's carved out to do cliff diving. I can understand why in the 1700s they thought this spot was special, because you literally have like this wall, and then there's this almost perfect little gateway where it's the only spot on the whole cliff where this gate is cut out, and it's almost like this portal between like you 70 foot high and the Pacific Ocean, where there's limitless potential, right? And you're just up here. It's like probably like 3 meters wide, this like natural rock gate, and I can just imagine these guys stood up there 250 years ago like, wow, this is a sacred spot. This is what I was born to do. This is living. And to christen it, what did I have to do?
Running front jump.
Run as fast as I could from as far as I could back and just fly out into the ocean. It really was a special moment in my career of cliff diving. Obviously, I've been lucky enough to travel around the world and do it in lots and lots of places, but this was so special, and maybe the most iconic place I've ever jumped.
We won't back down, standing up.